Значи, аз съм детектив, който очевидно обича да си пива и има проблем с съня. Играта до сега ми харесва, между другото. Тия тези заглавия винаги са ме изненадвали. Focus Home Interactive Present. Тия са същите, които са публишери на A Plague Tale Innocence. Само, че тя беше правена от Особо студиото и публикувана от Focus. Да, Game by Cyanide Studio. Да. Найс. Чакай бе, първо ще започне интересното. Охо! Интересно, интересно. Това ли е Darkwater?
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pиърс.
Yeah.
Why, thank you, Captain Victor.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy.
Това е някакво рибарско селище.
Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the harbor master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Добре, значи неговата колиба е тука. Той има някакви документи, които могат да ми покани. Аз трябва да пия по едно. Ярим, какво става тук?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Piърс, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast
Тук обаче не можа да видя всичките разговори. Може би трябва да цъкам първо на тия, които са с това бончето с точките.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Нещо убива рибата. А те с какви са тук?
You can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Come on, you bastard.
There's nothing for you here
See
either.
what a true sailor's
Beat
got in
it.
his belly. You hear that?
Окей.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Какво става, пичове? Те са много сериозни тук. Какво става? Дойдох да пина едно голямо.
Hey, be careful.
Това е пътя си.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Добре, може би това са... Hold to test. Ай, ще го тестваме това.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Добре, окей.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Така... Не знам дали да си взема пиени, защото нали имахме лошо начало.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Добре, това може би вече изглежда като 3 диалога, но понеже са позиционирани по такъв начин, предполагам, че мога да избера само един от трите. Enough.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it,
The truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
О, добре, значи ще мога ги чуя всичките.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
Добре, аз само една картина съм видял.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Добре, окей, съгласих се. Ако видя повече.
Anything else?
Така, find about... Не, току-що си говорихме за това. Я вземе
Captain
напи.
Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Той ми отказа питие, разбираш. Заради отрепката и тук дет ми се направи.
That'll be all for now.
Може би трябваше да му се извиня вместо да... Бостън. Се сплюя на главата, не щеш ли? Те...
You have no right to treat us like this. And the doctor, what did he say?
О, те
The
си пак...
miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
My God.
О, то се suspicious. Тези вече са на
You like our
на
song?
череща.
We're true sirens.
Да, гледай ги.
May not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true.
Сирени бюле.
Reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Те са рибари, май.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping.
Да.
You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Арюа.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night,
Окей.
stranger.
So
Сега ще
long.
поговорим с другия... Само да огледаме какво мога да направим тук. Ооо. Ще отидем при девойката най-накрая.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Виж му ръцете на този.
That's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
То с някакво хахо. Добре, чете някаква книга, окей, файн. Нещо не е в час. Има ли някой така задната стаечка нещо? Те да... Оп. Добре, това е заключено. Хайде да видим тая девойка, тя ма загледа още като влязох.
What you looking at, stranger?
Не, ти ма гледаш.
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
То ли не
I told
беше?
you to beat it.
И как мога да разбера кога имам опция само на един разговор и кога мога да използвам повече от един? Не можа да разбера. Може би трябваше да бъда по-мил.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
Добре. Тук научихме малко за... О, здравей. Че?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
То тече от всякъде.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Cat. Дай си поговорим с той, после ще обиколим.
Charles Hawkins' cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
То си капитана, да.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Бах, смята.
Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Това е волюм 2 на медицината. А как мога да го науча това, бе? Аз съм имал една точка. Да, това ще трябва да го вдигна със сигурност. Не. Той е бармана. Добре. Окей. Добре, тия няма ли някакси да мога да ги прочита? За да мога да се апгрейдна това, бе. Медицината.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Фицрой, това е капитана. Значи капитан, дето сега говорих. Ти представиш ли в цялата далавера тук? Добре, не мога да взема нищо от тук. Ето, това му е... Какво е?
What a macabre souvenir.
Крака на капитан. Окей. Добре, искам да видя дали по някакъв начин knowledge-а. Не, аз нямам никакви бутони. Може би Q. А, не. Q и E, ама водят из менютата нагоре. Така. Inspect. Няма какво друго да направят за тая книга. Някакси... Защото имам два волюма. 1 и 2. И в момента, ако искам да си апгрейдна, например, медицината, може би ми трябва волюм 3. Защото в момента е втори левел максимално, не мога да инвестирам точки в него. Не пише The Medicine and Occult Skills, значи това също не мога да го вдигна. Тия двата, може би нарочно са жълти. Can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Тия книги предполагам, че са от тая графа. Окей. Се тая. Напреднем в играта, ще разберем.
I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Ooh.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Чарлз Холкинг. Какво е правил за... Какво е работил един вид? С какво се е издържал? След 47-ма, уния там бяха казали, че The Great Catch ли беше? Какво беше, деца го направили в 47-ма година? И двата са ми много интересни.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Виж сега, тук нямам право на друг избор.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are
Okay.
you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the
Аха,
photograph.
баща му бил на
Your
снимката.
father.
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it.
Да, видях го, нямам нужда да ходя пак.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come, come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Да.
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Да, окей. Видях
I'm
го.
looking for warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
The Jetty.
Understood.
You
Срещу
know who
Jetty.
the building belongs to, don't you?
Да, бе, да. Ще подходим непрофесионално.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Айде. Получих още една точка. Значи така се получават точките. Ще вдигнем тук още една. Още две точки и ще стана на левел 3. Кой ще бъде? Professional. Хе-хе. Добре, бе. Пиърс. Аз обаче не го сейфах това. Validate. Окей, то го валидейтна. Фицрой. Това малко фриц, малко немско ми звуча, майде. Ще приемем, че е от Бостън. Като фамилия има предвид, не като... те са разкарали, а? Тук не ми даваше да минавам по деве. Здравей, бе.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
Ooh.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much? You'll have dealings with her.
Она е от бара, май.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Аз си говорих с капитана вече.
Thank you.
Окей.
I shall take my leave.
И така, насам е запушено. Той е спрял каруцар. Find hidden items. На мен това ми е левел 3. Hidden items. Значи трябва да го намерим това нещо. Може би това.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Не е това. Това?
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Тук ще трябва да правим някакви схеми.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
А тази стълба? Значи мога да се качвам по стълбата. Добре. Е, тук сега ще ги сложим. Тук ми трябва дръжката. Значи още нещо трябва, бе. За да го задвижа. Така. Чакай, тук горе нещо. Не изпускам. Добре, ще се върнем долу. Spot hidden items. Аре бе. Никакви бомби, разни. Това са тежести. О, ето го е. Да палката ли извадя? Добре.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Давай. Давай.
Damn, I broke it.
Честно ли? Чупих го. Минало яко.
Well. A little mouse has got lost on the turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Та сега ми се прави.
Your turf. That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I
Си големия бос на...
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Оре, ако направи?
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Huh. Дема зафърля, бе. Як видя тия нещо, може ли да ми кажете?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan. Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
What?
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think. There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it,
Те са малко
it's got
пияни.
to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue. Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us. What brings you to dark water?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly? You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do. St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat. It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work
Точно.
around here.
За това място не мисля, че е рано.
A few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here. So we drink.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum. They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder? They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors. If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing. Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Ча да го видим този кафе. Продължителен.
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pиърс, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Ми не е чак толкова отдавна, между другото. Ако беше казал години.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Добре, направо казвам.
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Окей. Някой път не знаеш кога може да избереш всичките разговори, кога може да избереш само един, така че най-добрият вариант е да избираш той, което те интересува най-много.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Да вляза, бе. Те са, ако отида при тях, дали ще ме набият?
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Аз това не се сещам до кой левел ми е.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Тук ще ги излъжа.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Крайна сметка... Абе, това е по принцип ясно.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Привет. Играта се разказва за... Всъщност аз съм частен детектив и се разказва за едно семейство, което е умряло в пожар, като нали, те живеят тук на някакъв малък рибарски остров, а жената се е занимавала с изкуство. Тя е била много добър такъв художник и картините са известни, но са доста такива странни. И всъщност баща и на тая, която умира, нали? Тя умира с мъжа си в тях от пожар. А баща й получава някаква мистериозна картина. И ма наема да разследвам случая дали тя е спратила картината или някой друг. Защото, нали, тя е умряла, нали? Сега, откъде на къде той ще е получил тая картина и как се е случило. И дали има някаква връзка между пожара, дали е умишлен, дали е неумишлен. Картините също дали показват нещо. По принцип, за момента изглежда интересно, да. За момента трябва да вляза в един от тия складове, който е на въпросното семейство. И вътре трябва да меря повече съответно следи какво се е случило с това семейство. И така.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Darkwater се казва рибарското селище.
And we let no one enter her property.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Добре, сега не мога да ме напрестя, Трябва да вляза в склада отзад. Get inside warehouse 36. Обаче положението се оказа малко по...
Oh yeah. He's gonna get us into
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Да, те са тръгнали да го дърпат между другото. То беше тука.
Damn stupid idiots.
These wounds. I know of no animal that could have inflicted them.
That's no way to treat
Добре.
an omen.
Oh yeah.
И сега с кой трябва да говоря, бе? Трябва да измисля нещо.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Играл съм, да. Всичките без последната. В момента, нали, офстрим играя предпоследната, която е Одисей, но последната не съм я играл. Сега ще пробвам да вляза пак тук. Или те затвориха вратите, тяхната мамица. Не бе, не са ги затворили. Тя тая му приби... А, не, това се щупи. Това се щупи. Коя харесвам най-много? Сега ще ги разделя на две. Преди да стане чак такова RPG. Харесвам тройката, може би най-много. Защото от нея имам най-много спомени. Двойката и Brotherhood не си ги спомням чак толкова. Знам, че бяха добри. Но съм ги играл много отдавна. Следващата, която много ми хареса, беше Unity. След което, може би, Origins. Нали, от тия Open World, дето вече са чак до такава степен огромни. Но казвам Origins, защото не съм приключил още с Odyssey. А не съм подплащал Valhalla. Unity, Black Flag. Да, с Едуард са готини. Black Flag също е готина. Аз ще вляза да говоря с тая Кет. Я да видим дали ще ме разкара пак.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter.
Тъс пак иска да ме приби.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Добре. Може би ще ми кажа истината. Да, новите не ги усещам и аз чак толкова. Но все едно е съвсем различна игра. Ай ще ми кажа.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Значи тук случая е доста... Никой не иска да говори за този случай. Да се раздуват нещата, защото явно нещата са приключили, нали, от полицията са разследвали, които са разследвали преди няколко месеца и са решили да потулят кейса, кажи речи, и в момента някакъв private детектив идва тук и почва да рови злайната, да кажем, и на хората не ги кефи. Тоест не е окей толкова явно да казвам какво искам да направя, за какво съм дошъл тук и за какво се боря. Добре, окей. Сега ще лъжим тогава.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
Митчел.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Аз между другото, мисля, че мога да се бия, ама не съм сигурен. Защото имам някакъв strength скил, нали, който би трябвало да е, нали, за физическата ми сила.
I'm very serious. A whole family died in a fire. And I've got
Да,
reason
да.
to believe that there's still more to be said.
Аз им казах, че тъсма изпрати, ама баба, ама те не ми
I see you're
повярваха.
serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care.
Не ме интересува за твоя бизнес.
To make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Кой знае каква тъпотия ще поиска? Много мразя те. Хубаво,
Do I
аре.
have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They
Чакай.
revere their brave captain as they do their...
Я да видим кой беше Митчел. Митчел? Хокинс? Той е бармана. Той е бармана тук. Не започнахме добре с него.
Statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or...
Тъс бизнесът да не е с алкохола, тук където бармана щеше да ми казва. Може ли малко да се размърдаш? Поне да побягаш малко? Вижи ги сега как са застанали. Значи... Бяха те даже преди да я видят, разбереш. Бостън, какво се правиш така? Аз казах ли ви, че тя ме прати, бе? Казах ли, бе? Даже не ме излъгах. Излъгах ги, ама... Тук виждам стълба, която е счупена. Но горе има врата.
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
Окей. Около тук има някаква стълба. Окей. Аз разглеждам. И та запалка как я извади.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own?
Не, може да се разкараш тук, моля се.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Окей. Хубаво. Я. Да видим какво става в тая кочина. Смърди ли? Те първа ще разберем. Reconstruction. Ляв и десен бутон. What the fuck? Какво е това Reconstruction?
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
А това са рибите.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Бе.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Да, той са пи такива хапчета по принцип. Приспивателни, нещо е изчаткал.
Le petit Parisian. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
Добре.
Whoever hid it here seems to worship Sarah Hawkins.
Worship.
Did I imagine?
Това е картина на Сара ли, бе? Искам още да разследвам. Не бързам да си хоря.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? What happened here?
Той има се едно си... Ето. Той е щупил гледалото. Вау. Interesting. Hawkins Warehouse. И аз го гледах вече. Какво? С тая малката запалчица. Значи това е картина на Сара. Дали са неща просто в нейното съзнанието, където ги рисува, или наистина може поради нещо да е сънува и тя. Така, сега ще си дигне малко този скил. Имам 2 точки. Точно 2 ми трябва, за да го направя 3 лева. Ето имам стрент, който ми е 3 лева. Spot Hidden Items. Тия двата не мога да ги вдигам. Investigation. Psychology. Тук да мога да им инфлуенсвам. Ако този скил ще го развия малко. Оп, стана 3 лева. Validate. Така. И сега, като почна да ги лъжа, ще ми вярват малко повече, защото имам influence skills. Добре. Какъв ми е в момента main objective? Тия са направени. Mission. Тая cat, дето им викат. Окей. Places. Добре, бе, картината. А къде отиде от картината на... Другата картина, бе. Добре. Places. Няма я. Е тая картина, дето е тук, виждаме, няма. Е тая. Дай ще излезем.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pиърс. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Няма да го започваме. Ход тест психологи. Между другото, дай да пробваме.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pиърс. I hate to be taken.
Значи ако ми беше трети левел, може би ще...
Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
Let me guess. It was in the Hawkins mansion.
Precisely. You can still see the burn marks. There's no doubt about it. I must
Верно е.
admit that you seem fairly competent. But I can't allow you to stay here.
I've seen enough. It's the Hawkins mansion that interests me now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail. I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car is parked down the way.
Добре, значи ме закарат. А той офицер е тук вдясно де стои. Той ми каза да не ходя там. Разбираш ли?
This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Това с нещо ме заплашва пак.
Mansion.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some
Що
driving.
въобще не изглежда изгоряло. Въобще не ми изглежда да е... Сега отблизо може да изглежда. Вау, вече сме чаптър 3.